Please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Hello and welcome to Analysis of Dollar Index. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. Everybody has been talking about dollar because of its strength and because of interest rates. Just to give you a little bit of idea what we have been looking at since last year. We posted this in June 6, 2021, and we said dollar could be a massive opportunity because we were expecting dollar to actually rise from near about 89.5 level where it created this double bottom all the way to 97 after going through some of these targets. Now it has hit all of our targets. It is simply based on technical analysis on higher time frame, nothing related to news, nothing related to fundamentals or anything. There have been several news, NFPs and whatnot, but if you focus on higher time frames, there is a plan which is running in the market, and that's what has happened here. So this is just a little bit of background. Now today we are going to do analysis a little in depth. So let's start with the first thing, which is very simple, and this is Bollinger Band analysis, which I actually used last year to produce this. So from Bollinger point of view, what we had here, the market had previous low here, and the market came down to create a double bottom, which was very close to the lower Bollinger Band. Since then, market has been going up, and now what has happened here, let me actually zoom in. Now what has happened here is that market has closed above the mid of the Bollinger Band, which is a significant move, because once a market closes above the mid of the Bollinger Band, it usually creates a kind of retest or takes a pause, and that's what this has been doing in for 3 months. So you can expect some weakness here in the dollar, and if the market starts to fall down, then it can come down to 90 level because there are several gaps left on this market. However, there's a gap left around 100 level as well, so it's quite possible that after consolidation here, or after um just going sideways for some time, it can go to 100 and then fall back down. That's one of the scenarios. Other scenarios that it just falls down all the way to 90, or some level here and then goes back to 100. So these are two scenarios which can actually happen. So let's go and look at 2 months candle here as well. Same thing. It has closed above the mid of the Bollinger Band, and now we are seeing a little reaction to that. If I go to the monthly time frame now monthly time frame has reached the upper Bollinger Band, and that's why it is falling. Now the maximum it can fall up down it to is near about this moving average or mid of the Bollinger Band. That's quite a possibility. If it picks up momentum, then only it can come down to near about 90 level or so. Okay, so that's what it is. But if I go back to 3 months time frame here, okay, so if this 3 month candle stays like this, then it's quite possible that on the close of this candle there can be another bullish candle for 3 months. Right, that's quite a possibility because that's how the Bollinger Band usually works. So that is a possibility. Now if I go and look at yearly time frame, on yearly time frame, what has happened, if you remember last year, I mentioned that the market could be coming into this area here, and then it will create a fake breakout. Sorry, this was a fake breakout, and the market was pushing up. So on 12-month time frame, this is simply a little bit of blip which is coming here, but it can still go all the way up to actually fill this wick up. That is still a possibility. So if the market starts to go down, then it is expected to reach near about this level here. Let me actually put a line so that we know what we are talking about. So near about here, so that is going to be 93 level or so. And if I come to the 3 months time frame, that is where that line is. And if I go to 2 months time frame, okay, there can be another one which is going to be somewhere around here. That's 92, and then we have something like 90 to 91 area near about that. So these are all the various levels which can actually work out on higher time frames. If I go to now monthly time frame, on monthly time frame, as I said, if the market starts to pick a momentum to the downside, then it is expected to reach 93 or 92 area near about this area, and then it will bounce back up. Now, if I go to the weekly time frame, on weekly time frame, it is quite simple. The market went above the 200 moving average, performed a retest, and now it created a kind of like liquidity grab, and then now it has come back down to 200 moving average. So once it has actually come below this level of 200 moving average here, then only it is expected to fall down to near about this area or so. Okay, so market is right now at a very critical level here, and we'll see on smaller time frame what is happening. If I go to the daily time frame, what has happened here is it created this liquidity area, right? The market makers created these liquidity areas, and then that liquidity was grabbed. So in this process, what has happened here, market went up, fell down, went up, now fell down. So far this is still bullish because we have got impulse correction. But if the market fails to go and create an impulse above this, then obviously it is going to come down into bearish mode. So this area is very, very important. This support is very, very important. Now what I'm expecting is that the market can actually push all the way to one of the levels, important levels here, maybe around this level here, right? And that can actually give us a head and shoulders pattern here. Okay, that's one of the scenarios. However, let me actually clean that up. Okay, however, if the market actually goes above this line and this line, then we are back into bullish mode. This is still in bullish mode, but now we have to be careful, because if this support is broken on the dollar, then we can see movement down into 93.5, something like that, and that will also form a kind of a W pattern here, sorry, M pattern here. So that is a possibility. So we need to watch this area where we are very, very closely. If market starts to push up, then it is expected to reach near 196, and we then need to monitor this head and shoulders formation. If the market continues to push up, then we obviously this previous high is going to be very important, and if that breaks through this, then we are expecting it to go to near about 99 to 100 level. That is also a possibility. In on higher time frames, it can also go to 113, if possible. So this is what we have on Bollinger Band and moving average analysis. Let's go and look at what we had on other time frames. So this is what we had previously. So the market came into this FCP zone, fell down, and then went back up, grabbed the liquidity, and then fell down. Almost immediately fell down. Now this is looking like a bearish move here, but because we are in an FCP zone and we are supported by this trend line, we can expect some bullish move going upwards. If these trend lines and if this FCP zone is broken, then obviously we'll see a downward move. If the market continues to go higher, right, and above this previous high, then we are expecting it to reach near about 99 or 100 area, no, sorry, 98 level, and then it can go to 100 area as well. There is a gap available around 99.99, and there are few gaps available here. All these blue lines are gaps available here as well. So again, I'm reminding you that at some point in time, dollar is going to fall to close all those gaps, and there is a gap to the upside as well. So which one is going to get filled first, that we cannot be sure of. So we have to watch how the dollar is going to operate in next week, or this month, because that is going to be very, very important for dollar. Let's look at the daily time frame. On daily time frame, obviously, this was an FCP zone. There are trend lines. The market has bounced up a little bit. Now we'll have to see if it goes above this FCP, above this trend line, because if it goes above this trend line, then it can go to, as I said, this area, or if those are broken, then obviously it's going to go higher. So this is very important, and this section is very, very important for dollar. Okay, now let's look at Watt and Visage. So on Watt and Visage, if I look at the monthly time frame, on monthly time frame, what has happened here is that market has gone above the water curve. It is still bearish. Okay, so monthly time frame, the water curve is still bearish, but it has closed above. Now it is probably coming back down to retest that water curve once again. Now if that water curve holds, then obviously we can see the market moving upwards, and if the water trend changes its direction, it changes its color from red to blue, then it will turn extremely bullish. So that's on monthly time frame. If I go to the weekly time frame, on weekly time frame we had a very good signal here, but the market was actually bearish at that time, so this actually did not work out. But if the market goes above this previous structure here or structure here, then this target is still possibility, which is close to near about 99 level. Okay, and if the market starts to fall down from the current level, then this level is very, very important, and that can be a possible target. So let me put a line here, and that shows possible target. So it's going to be near about 94 area or so. So, and the next target will be the water curve, which is going to be 93.65. Okay, so let's remove this and let's look at the daily time frame. On daily time frame, this was a very good short here, red here, and market reached the target here. So as I said before, so this area is very important. If it gets broken, then obviously we are looking for 94.94, and then we are looking at 93.65. And we have just started a new service, which is basically a bespoke analysis choice of your market, and this actually goes much deeper into the analysis. It's kind of an institutional grade analysis that we perform, and that makes use of not just what I envisage and other tools. We use several other tools, proprietary tools, to produce this analysis. So if you want any market to be analyzed professionally, then you can obviously come here and avail this service. So this is our analysis on DXY. Hope you enjoyed this. If you found this useful, then make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and share it with other traders and trading communities. Hope you have a very good trading week next week. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.